You're watching WXOW in HD with Heather Armstrong and Scott Hapworth. This is the 6 p.m. report from La Crosse's own News 19.
We continue our special report, Faith Behind Bars, tonight addressing the need for reform and second chances. The County Jail Ministry Program began in La Crosse back in 1985, supported by donations from churches and civic groups and grants, much like it is today. But now the ministry is lacking funding and the jail chaplain position is vacant. News 19's Heather Armstrong told us last night about how law enforcement believes it can play a role in rehab. And tonight, hear how the program has helped a La Crosse woman get back on track. Heather?
Well, Scott, Elizabeth O'Brien was arrested in March of 2013 for driving under the influence. She admits she was high, and as a result, she seriously injured 2 people. Now, when her sentence came down, the judge gave her 2 choices: enroll in drug court or go to prison. Well, since Elizabeth wasn't ready to get clean and she was guilt-ridden, she chose prison, thinking that at least the victims would get justice. Before she left for prison, Chaplain Skemp gave her a Bible and a few passages to reflect on.
4 years later, Elizabeth is clean and sober. And while in prison, she delved deeper into the Bible and even joined the choir.
I mean, I go to bed at night looking forward to tomorrow. I wake up with a little pep in my step and get rolling. I have a lot of things going on. I got school, I got work, I'm in a career that I love. My family's back in my life. I embrace each day, and it's by the grace of God that I'm here.
Whenever I come across anybody who's successful, it's always extraordinarily fulfilling. I didn't do the work. I mean, I just listened to her.
And now Elizabeth is doing the listening as a volunteer at the La Crosse County Jail. She provides support to others, but mostly hope to inmates, like Chaplain Skemp did for her.
I appreciate everything that he did for me. My parents even say that he was the best thing that happened to me. It was such a blessing to come here and find direction. I was lost and in despair, and I just, and he gave me hope and believed in myself and kind of put me back on the right path that they didn't know how to do, I went to treatments and everything, but what I needed was faith.
Currently, the state funds chaplaincy programs in state prisons, but not at the local level. So with the lack of funding, and now the chaplain position vacant, board member Maureen Friedland worries that the recidivism rate when inmates relapse and return to jail will spike again.
I think everybody needs an opportunity to transform their lives. Jail ministry provides everything from Bibles and spiritual courses and Bible studies to just envelopes and phone cards and ways of people staying in touch with their loved ones. And all of those factors together can help make people change and then go into the community and be productive again.
Now more than ever, local law enforcement believes spiritual outreach through jail ministry can reach a part of the population that's been lost in despair, but mostly in addiction.
Our community is changing. We're seeing a lot more drug-related deaths. Many of them are people that have come through our jail. If we can help one person, which he has helped many, we consider it a success.
Doesn't make any difference to me, Catholic, Christian, other Christian religions, Jewish, Muslim, or even pagan. We all have a spiritual side to us. And if we ignore that, it's at our peril.
Well, Elizabeth credits circles of support for helping maintain her sobriety. She also now visits inmates in the jail once a week. She says that's her way of paying it forward. She has a career that she loves, and she says her relationships with her family have never been better. Now, Skemp is a very young 65 and says he isn't officially retiring, just redirecting his efforts. His position is still open, but the board says they're getting closer to finding his replacement. And as we reported just before, jail ministry isn't state mandated or state funded. So in order to keep it going, they need monetary donations. Scott?
Thanks, Heather. The jail chaplain is expected to put in 40 hours a week, and besides providing spiritual guidance, should be familiar with resources available to addicts and those getting out of jail and in need of a job and housing. For more information, you can find it at lacrossejailministry.org.